Oh, a sequel to Remothered. There's no way this can be bad after how good the first game was, right? I think so.
What the fuck? So, where do I start with this? Let's talk about the first game, Remothered Tormented Fathers. One of my favorite horror games this generation. In my personal opinion, one of the best this generation. Actually, in my personal opinion, one of the best horror games ever produced. And let's go back in time to sequels like Resident Evil. Amazing first game. Come out with a sequel. Wow, superb game. Silent Hill, amazing game. Let's look at the sequel. Superb sequel. Let's look at Evil Within. Very good game. Sequel, very good game. So, as history would show, a lot of times the sequels are better. So, what could go wrong? You got Remothered Tormented Fathers from a small indie group. First game they ever made. Concrete's laid down. All they gotta do is pour in the foundation. And how could they go wrong? How could they fuck it up? Well, you'll know from the first fucking 5 minutes you're in the fucking game when your character's sticking in the fucking door, when your character's stuck to the cabinet, when your character's fucking stuck in the locker door, when the enemy, the villains in the game, they're stuck on every fucking thing possible. They're stuck on their own dicks, for Christ's sake. I can't tell you how fucking disappointed I am with this game. This is one of the fucking biggest disappointments in gaming. I beat it. I didn't stop. And I'm not saying it's the worst game I ever played. God knows fucking Siberia 3 it's the fact that this game should have not been released. It's so many bugs. Let me tell you about some of the things that happened in this game. For one, my character I get caught in a small room and I go to run past the first, big fucking baddie in the game. She catches me at full speed. I break free. And then all of a sudden, now this is a third person behind the back game. Yes, the camera does rotate. So, but when you walk forward, it shows your character from the back walking forward. Well, after they grab me, my character is now staring into the fucking screen, moonwalking backwards every time I try to walk forward. Restart. Okay. Next thing you know, I run into the locker too fast. Well, when you go in when you hide in places, it's supposed to be first person. Well, it went to third person. Stuck in the locker. Reset. So, I'm constantly restarting this game, and that is my fucking issue. And let me tell you about another fucking issue. You can upgrade in this game. That's awesome, right? No, it's not fucking awesome. Every time I have to fucking quit it to the main menu because my character's getting stuck on every fucking thing possible, that I lose all my fucking upgrades. What else happened? Oh yeah, the enemy got stuck in a door, and I couldn't get out of the door, and it was a small room, and I needed to get out of that fucking door. Restart again. I can't tell you how many times I restarted this fucking game in the first 4 hours I played it. I have never rage quit. I actually, no, I lie. I have rage quit before, but I haven't rage quit in a couple years, to the point I had to go I needed to do something relaxing. So you know what I did? I fucking went to the bathtub, I filled that shit up, I fucking took a nice fucking bubble bath, and I fucking soaked my balls, and then I washed my balls, and then I went right back, calmed down, had a nice fucking alcoholic beverage, and tried to finish it. Because let me tell you something, they changed everything up. The first game, you got to avoid the fucking enemies. This one, they want you to sneak up on them and fucking, stab them in the back with whatever fucking little defense item you got. Well, that's fucking good, except for the fucking AI is fucking dumber than a fucking jizz load on the fucking floor. Like, it has you sneaking up to these characters and fucking, they'd be just looking into a corner. This would be the character. for like fucking 45, 50 seconds. So then I go to sneak up on him, and then all of a sudden the fucking game decides to just turn the character around. Let me tell you, it did that to me. What should have been a 5-minute part took me fucking 2 hours because of how bad this game is. So finally, even on day one, there was an update for the game. So I noticed some of the things were starting to get fixed a little bit. Day 2 patch was fucking, it helped because it fixed a lot of the issues. But the fucking problem was I'm 75% into the fucking game. To me, if a game comes out with 2 or 3 fucking upgrades and patches in the first 24 hours of release, they knew the game was fucked up. The game is obviously fucked up. You could just fucking the first 5 minutes you notice it's fucked up. Like what were the fucking game developers, the game fucking test, what were they smoking? Were they smoking crack? Because that's the only way this game got fucking passed. If they said, hey, Jimmy, we're going to test this game, but we're going to do it on crack. Oh yeah, my character's going through the wall. That's cute. No, it's fucked up. Should have been pushed back months. I understand they wanted a Halloween release. I understand the PS5's right around the corner. But for people like me that got the game at fucking right when GameStop opened, picked it up, and went home, and the first 4 hours of this game has me fucking steroid raging to the point I'm about to fucking just break the game over my leg, it should not be released. So, okay, so now they fix some of the bugs and the gameplay in it. So now it's not bad. Alright. Why is there combat in the sequel? There was minimal combat in the first game. Now, they have combat at almost every single part in the game. It is not suspenseful. The first game was scary as shit. I don't normally fucking get scared at games, but this one scared the shit out of me. Like, if I had to put it this and the Outlast games, and then those games right there, as an adult, were the scariest games I played. That made me actually jump. Not counting when I was a kid and still shitting in diapers. Those games were great. This one, not scary. Gameplay, the first woman just sits there, and if she goes to her sewing machine, and you gotta sneak past her. But if she hears you, just run 2 rooms away, she stops looking for you, and she goes back to sewing like you never fucking existed. So it takes away all the suspense of the first game when the enemies chase you around the house and are on your ass like flies on shit. So, now, and again, why is there so much combat in the game? There was not that much combat in the first game. You completely changed it. There was a perfect foundation, all set, fucking, all they had to do was pour the concrete into it, and they fucked it up. So, let's talk about the graphics. I like the graphics. I knew they weren't going to be the best. It's a smaller team. I give them credit. Graphics not impressive. They're not bad. But I like them. So I'm going to give credit where credit's due. I'm going to give credit to the graphics. And I'm also, you know what, I'll give my 2 credits right now. The graphics, I liked. And the conclusion to the story, because it does conclude the overall story arc of the first and second game. That's the best thing about it. Now, the story, my God, it's fucking here, to this timeline, to this timeline, to that timeline. It fucking cutscenes just fucking cut out, and all of a sudden you're in the fucking, you're starting the game up in a different fucking area. At first I was trying to figure, like, it's not that confusing. I got it, but at first, like, a couple times I had to think. I'm like, oh, okay, this is here, this is here, this is here, this, okay, everything comes together, yeah. But, my God, they went over the fucking top with the fucking story. The first one's simple. Woman's looking for a missing girl. Fucking breaks into the house, fucking harassing an old man. The old man's fucking being hypnotized by his bitch nurse who's is a fucking chasing you around in a red nun outfit. and it's fucking creepy. It's scary. And it all makes sense. And at the end of the game, you're like, alright, that's cool. This one, the fucking superpowers, mouse control and shit. This is like... It's like, how do you fuck something up this bad? Like, for real, how do you fuck something up this bad? And people want to bitch about The Last of Us 2 story. Don't even get me started. That might be another video. I'm not bitching about the story. I'd be bitching about the people bitching about the story. But I am so fucking disappointed right now. I'm disappointed that my character moonwalks while looking at me. I'm disappointed by how buggy the game was. I'm disappointed because the first game is such a fucking masterpiece. And now I gotta tell someone, hey, play the first Remothered game. But don't fucking pick up and play the second one, because it's worse than getting your fucking eyes poked out with a fucking spike-studded fucking dildo that was used up Bowser's fucking spiky ass. I'm amazed. I'm so upset. I can't even tell you that. I couldn't wait for the fucking game to get finished. It's so fucking embarrassing. It was embarrassing for me to play. Your character's in a wheelchair at one point. Now this is supposed to be a realistic game. This bitch don't have powers. So you gotta tap the L1 and R1 button to kind of grab this remote. The thing is sitting on a desk, clearly out of arm's reach. She's like this. You're tapping. You're like, oh yeah, she's gonna break free a little bit and go over and grab it. Oh, you're tapping fucking L1 and R1, and you think she's gonna fucking lean into this thing. No, she doesn't. That fucking remote, she uses Jedi fucking powers, and that thing flings to her hand, and she just fucking remotes herself through a fucking door, smashes through the door in a wheelchair, and then all of a sudden her arms break free. It's like... It's so fucking stupid to the point, like, I have never wanted to finish a game this bad, this fast, because of these fucking reasons. It's like I said, it's not the worst game I ever played, but it's the most disappointing game I ever played, because I put the first one in top 10s in categories of horror games, and then you bring this out, and it's just a flaming bag of dog shit that was thrown into a dumpster fire, that was pushed out through the fucking gates, stacked on the fucking shelf of GameStop, and a fucking dumb fuck like me went and picked that game up expecting a good fucking horror game to match the first one. Fucking disappointed. Fuck it, I'm done. Fuck this shit.